Okay, picture this. High up in the canopy of a tropical rainforest, way above the ground, there's a whole other world. A secret aquatic world, totally hidden in plain sight, and it is absolutely teeming with life. So let's dive into this incredible story together. I mean, that sounds like something straight out of a fantasy novel, right? An entire self-contained little world of water, just cradled in the leaves of a plant. But what if I told you it's not fantasy at all? Oh, it is very, very real. And we're not just talking about little puddles here. These are like miniature, isolated oceans suspended in the sky. Each one is a universe in miniature. And believe it or not, they have a name. So what exactly are these secret ponds, and what in the world makes them possible? Let's get right into it. So the scientific term is Phytotelmata. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. It comes from the Greek for plant and pond. Literally a plant pond. Now these can form in places like tree holes or bamboo stalks, but the most spectacular examples, well, they're found in a very special family of plants. Say hello to the bromeliad. A lot of these plants are epiphytes, which is just a fancy way of saying they grow on other trees, high up in the canopy. And their design is, well, it's genius. Their leaves overlap so tightly at the base that they form this perfect, watertight cup, or tank. It's a natural reservoir that can hold a surprising amount of water. But, just collecting water is only step one. What happens inside that water is what turns this little plant pond into a thriving miniature ocean. And the recipe is almost elegant in its simplicity. First, rain and mist fill up the tank. Then, all sorts of organic stuff from the canopy, leaves, twigs, insects, even animal droppings, it all falls in. And this is the key ingredient. Bacteria and fungi get right to work, decomposing everything and releasing all these vital nutrients. The results? You get this rich, organic soup that becomes the foundation for a brand new ecosystem. But make no mistake, this is no tropical paradise. It's a really tough place to live. The water is often acidic from all that decomposition, oxygen levels can get dangerously low, and maybe most important of all, each pond is completely cut off from any other body of water. It's a truly extreme environment, and it demands some extreme adaptations to survive. So you're probably wondering, who are the creatures tough enough to call this strange little world home? Well, let's meet the inhabitants and build their entire food web from the ground up. At the very bottom, you've got the decomposers. That's the bacteria and fungi busy making that nutrient soup. Feasting on them are the detritivores, things like the larvae of specialized mosquitoes and midges. They're the primary consumers. And hunting them? Well, you've got some fierce invertebrate predators, like the larvae of dragonflies and damselflies. They are the tigers of this tiny jungle. Okay, that's a pretty good food web we've got going. But it kind of begs the question, right? Who's at the very top? In a world this small and this isolated, what could possibly be the apex predator? Well, the answer is one of the most vibrant and fascinating creatures in the entire rainforest. Because you see, the bromeliad isn't just a hunting ground. For the poison dart frog, it's a 5-star nursery. These frogs have developed one of the most incredible parenting strategies in the entire animal kingdom, and the whole thing is completely dependent on these private, sky-high little ponds. And the journey is just amazing. So the parents will lay eggs on a leaf nearby. When a tadpole hatches, one of the parents, a lot of the time it's the dad, carries it on its back, climbs up to a bromeliad, and gently places it into its own personal swimming pool. But get this is the most extraordinary part. The mother comes back again and again to lay unfertilized eggs into the water. She's providing a personal food supply for her growing tadpole. I mean, that's an unbelievable level of parental care. So, okay, these are fascinating little worlds, no doubt. But why do they matter in the grand scheme of things? Why are scientists so ridiculously interested in these tiny ponds in the sky? It's because they are perfect little natural laboratories. Ecologists look at them and see islands. They're these aquatic habitats completely surrounded by a vast sea of forest. And that isolation lets them study a really powerful idea in biology. And that idea is the theory of island biogeography. Think about it. Just like unique species evolve in isolation on an oceanic island, life inside a bromeliad does pretty much the same thing. That isolation is a powerful engine for unique evolution. So by studying these tiny, tiny islands, we can get incredible insights into how life evolves and adapts across our entire planet. But, and this is a big but, these precious isolated worlds are also incredibly fragile. Deforestation is by far the #1 threat. It just wipes out millions of these microhabitats all at once. Climate change is bringing droughts that can dry them out completely, while pollution from things like acid rain can poison their delicate chemistry. And even the illegal collection of these beautiful plants and frogs for the pet trade puts this huge pressure on their survival. And that really leaves us with a heavy question. Scientists are pretty sure there are thousands of species, everything from microbes to insects, living inside these bromelia tanks, completely unknown to science. Every single pond could hold a new discovery. The real tragedy is that we might be destroying these secret oceans in the sky and all the incredible life they hold, way faster than we can even begin to discover them.